Hey everybody, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how to operate a Pentair Intelliflo VSF variable speed pool pump motor. Real quick, here we go. Got the motor here, the pump. It's on. First thing you want to do, open the cover, start, stop, push that button. And that stops it. And then you got all these other buttons, and people look at this like, oh my God, this is so confusing. Not at all. In all of my 25 years of servicing pools, I think I've only used these first two. I've never used all four. And then there's four more if you want to program this for 8 settings, which I've never done, never needed to. I know how to do it, just never had to do it. So don't worry about that. Got your back button, save button, select with your arrows, your menu button here. Quick clean, timeout, start, stop again, and reset. So, if you need to get inside this thing, and here it tells you everything, time, the RPMs it's running at, how many watts you're using, and this is stopped or not, or it's running. So, hit menu, takes you into your menu. You got settings, you've got your program 1 through 8, which I was just talking about. You got 4 more settings here. You can program this for 8. Then you got your external controls, your features, and your priming. Therm mode. And therm mode is your ice protection, your freeze protection. You can set this. I'll get into that in a second. So back to settings. You're in settings. Let's get out of here one more time. All right. Hit menu. You're in settings. Hit select. Get you into the settings, and that's where you set your date and time. Date and time. Did I just say date and time? I think I did. Your date and time. I'm fighting a cold here, so bear with me. Hit select again, and that takes you into that menu. Hit select again, and then you can use your arrow keys to go wherever you need to go. You want to change the month, arrow over to the month, the day, and the year. We don't want to change that. Okay. If you don't want to, I'm not going to save it. I'm just going to back out so nothing has changed. So now we're back at the date. Hit the down arrow key one more time, and now you're in the time setting. And the same thing. You hit your select key button, and that takes you into your, see how the 6 lit up? And then you can arrow over to 10, and then adjust it with your buttons up or down to your proper time, your minutes, and once you change this to 12, it'll change the AM PM. See? There you go. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna back out of there so nothing gets saved. And I think that's about it. AM PM. You could do AM PM or 24-hour setting here. I've got some customers who are ex-military or police force, medical, and that they run their life on 24-hour systems. So some of them have 24-hour here set here, not AM PM. That's it. 24-hour or AM and PM. Pretty cool. All right, let's back out of this. Go back to settings. Now we're going to go into the programming. This is how you program your settings for how long you want the pump to run. So hit select. You're at program 1. Hit select again. This is your schedule. Now, if you don't want to run on a schedule, hit select again. And you could have an egg timer, which you're probably never going to use, but that just, it won't run on schedule. It'll just not run at all until you come out here and turn it on. Manual, it's a manual mode. I'm going to go back and do some more research on egg timer. I've never ever used it. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to learn that. I'm going to figure that out. 25 years on this, and I've never ever ever used that. So I don't know what it is. But you got your manual mode. You set that manually. You have to come out here and turn this on manually. Now you might want to do that if the pool is running low on water, or if you're doing some repairs or something. You probably will never ever have this set in manual. Schedule is where you're going to have it set. So let's get out of schedule. arrow down. Now you're into speed. This is where you set your speed. Hit select. It's not where you set your speed. This is where you set either your flow rate that you want or your speed. I've never done flow rate. If you want to run this at, certain gallons per hour per minute, that's when you'd set your flow. I've never used flow. Some people want to use flow. Most of the time it's speed. So we got to set for speed, arrow down again. This is where we're going to change our RPMs and our speed setting. So hit select, and this is when you can change. This setting will change it anywhere from 600 RPM all the way up to 3,450 RPM, which is the highest a pool pump can go. So if you have a single speed motor pump, it's on and off, and it comes on at 3,450 and off. On at 3,450 and off. This baby, you can program it for like 1,500 RPMs, which I will be doing in the winter. I have it set 2,500 now because it's summer, it's hot, people are using the pools. You want the more flow, you want water moving. That's just me. Every other pool guy does it differently. Everybody has their own settings, their own way of doing it. That's just how I do it. In the winter, I'm going to drop that to 1,700 and probably run this thing 24 hours a day. And they'll still save money over a single speed pump. All right, so let's get out of here. I got it set to come on at 7 a.m. So I arrowed down to the time, and the next setting is your off. So it runs from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, you're probably thinking, well, that's a lot of time to run your pool pump. Yeah, well, it gets 110 degrees out here. Right now it's 95 and it's like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, it's 90 degrees. Again, some people run it for 8 hours a day. Some do 10, 12, 14 hours a day. I know what worked for this pool, so I got it set from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that is for that setting. So now we go back into program 2, and I have the quick clean set. Not quick clean, I just have it set for a higher speed. So down arrow to speed. I have it set to come on at 3250 from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And that just bumps it up so the water's moving. The skimmer skims off the surface and pulls in all the debris on the surface. That's for 2 hours. I can increase that. You can increase it to how many hours you want. 2, 12, 14, whatever. Anywhere from 1 hour to 12 hours. So let's get out of here. And then program 3 I don't have set up. Do I? Yeah, I do. I actually do. It's running from 12 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock. So this is still set for the winter speeds. I have it coming on at 12:01 a.m. and running to 5 o'clock at 1,500. Program 4, nothing. That's your manual. So you got to come out here and turn it on manually if you want. 5, disabled. Don't use it. 6, disabled. 7, disabled. 8, disabled. So, here we go. Program 4, manual. And program 3, on the schedule. And this pool is sparkling clean. There's no algae, no nothing in this pool. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's get out of here. We're back in the program setting. Scroll down again. And now you have your external controls. Hit select. Now, you can, and the external control, this is for if you have other things running. If you have a waterfall you want to turn on, if you have some kind of water feature, you might have something outside of the pool pump itself. So that's what this section is for. It's enabled. So we're going to back out of there. And same thing, this has different settings, different programs. Okay, you can run 4 different external things on this pump, for lack of a better word. This pool does not have anything. So there's nothing I need to external program. Okay, so let's get out of here. Features. Now, timeout, if you want to set this thing to run for like 2 or 3 hours and then turn off and go back to normal operation, that's what your timeout is for. Quick clean, which is that button right there. I use this on my route, every single pool that has a variable speed pump, because I have it set for 2 hours on this pool, but you can set it for 3 or 4 hours. And then I push quick clean, I go service the pool, I put in my chemicals, and it's gonna run and circulate those chemicals for the 3 or 4 hour duration, and then go back into normal schedule. So we'll hit select. And that's the speed again. I have it at 3450 for 3 hours. So when I hit this button right here, it goes into 3 hours at 3450 RPM. Okay, next is the timeout. Well, we just did timeout. So that's all you got, quick clean timeout. Okay, so let's get out of here, out of features. Priming. Priming is how long it takes for this pump to fill up with water after you've emptied the basket. Because when you empty the basket, it loses water, right? And it needs a prime before it can operate properly. So you got priming, hit select. It's enabled. You want it enabled always. You don't want to burn out your pump. And a high speed. And I've got it set for 2 minutes because this thing, it sits a little bit lower than the pool, so it primes really quick. But you can set that again, anywhere from 1 minute to 12 hours, however long you need it to. But you don't need to set that for more than 5 or 10 minutes. If this pump is not priming in 5 or 10 minutes, you have an air leak somewhere. All right. Priming range, you're not going to need to know about that. That's a service thing. Priming delay. If this thing does not prime and it shuts off, it's going to turn off for 20 seconds and then come back on. And if it still doesn't prime, it's going to turn off for 20 seconds. And that protects the motor from burning. There we go. Let's go into the next one. Therm mode. This is the beauty about this pump. I don't know, and many other pumps that have this. I don't know if Hayward does. I don't know if Jandy does. I know that Pentair makes the lower end model of this. The Superflow does not have it either. But therm mode is your freeze protection. That's enabled because we freeze out here. And I have it set for 2200 when the temperature hits 42 degrees. Anytime the temperature hits 42 degrees, this thing is going to kick on at 2200. And then once it raises above 42, it goes back to normal operation. This is mostly for the morning time, between like 9 o'clock at night and 5 a.m. when the temperatures drop into freezing. Because if this system's not running and water's not moving, filters burst, pumps break, pipes burst. You don't want any of that happening because that's thousands of dollars. All right, so that's a quick rundown. I know 13, 14 minutes here. A quick rundown of your Pentair Intelliflo. So if you stuck with me this long, if you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.